Guys, we are going live early because we are so close to the $1 million right now. And we know in a giving day that we can get there so quick. So right now we're at $991,504. We're almost halfway to our donor goal. So this is amazing. That would be huge if we can hit the million before lunchtime. That would be the earliest we've ever done it. You guys have really showed up today. So this is just phenomenal stuff. So we are so close to that $1 million. We're trying to get this. I want to get this shared on Facebook so that we can get some people over there watching too. You guys, we are killing it today. You guys have been going strong since midnight with us. We want to take a look at the leaderboard here. Eichelberger Performing Arts Center, Catalasso Family Health Center, the United Way of York County, that's the COVID-19 Response Fund, York County Food Bank. All of these organizations are working so hard to keep us safe, to keep us healthy, to keep us sane during these times. And we are so close to the $1 million, just 8,000 to go. And the numbers keep on ticking. This is fantastic. I cannot express how excited and how proud I am today. You know, we had to make the decision whether we were going to move forward with this Give Day. And we decided that the need certainly exists right now, even more so right now. We know that people are struggling. We know our neighbors are struggling. We know the organizations are struggling, but we also know that we can do great things together. And that's what Give Local York is all about. The fact that we are all in this together, we're all supporting on this day, to say thank you to these organizations, to be generous, to be kind to one another, and to be really proud of who we are as York County, because you guys, we're about to raise $1 million before noon. That is just amazing. Like, I can't even, I'm almost speechless because the numbers just keep going and going and going. We're $6,000 away and we're going to do this. I know that we can do it, and I'm so excited. So, you know, get those donations coming in. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have we're going to have the loudest woo ever. I wonder if I should call Bob. Maybe I can call Bob. Let's see if I can do that, because Bob should be a part of this when we hit that million, because those numbers just keep going. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try to get him on the phone here. We are so close to that $1 million. And so we're almost halfway to our donor goal. Hi, Bob. Hi. So I'm live on YouTube. I have you on the phone because we're only $5,000 away from that $1 million. Bob, give a test here. Let's see if we can hear your audio. Say hello to the people.
I'm live.
You're live. Can you hear that? Can we hear it? We got Bob. Oh my gosh, we're under $1,000 away, Bob. We're gonna need the loudest woo when we get there. I have you on the phone, and we're gonna do this as it comes in. The numbers keep moving. So the loudest woo you've ever got, and we've got 2 minutes until noon. This is crazy. So exciting.
I'm not sure what you're doing. You have me on the phone, and are you live somewhere?
Yes, I have you on the phone, and I am live on the website. We went live early because we are so close to this $1 million. We've got $65. Here we go. Bob, do it again. Do it again. We got the woo. We did it. $1 million before noon. That's what I wanted. Thanks, Bob. I'll check in on you in the Zoom call. Oh, good. Well, we got all the woos going, and hopefully everyone's wooing across York County, because we already raised $1 million and it's just noon. Thanks, Bob. I'll talk to you soon. You guys, this is obscene. This is so great. So exciting. We just hit $1 million. If you're just tuning in, this is Give Local York. This is what it's all about. This is supporting the more than 300 nonprofit organizations that support York County. We have a goal today of having 10,000 donors make a gift today. And we definitely understand that, times are tough for everybody. Financial situations have changed. We have lowered the minimum donation amount to $5 to hopefully make it a little bit easier to be a part of this day, because this is a day that we can all come together as York County and to support each other. This day does not happen without you. It also doesn't happen without our amazing sponsors, and I want to talk about them now because this day doesn't happen without them. So our host sponsor, the White Rose Leadership Institute, that's us. That's me. I'm the sole staff person of the White Rose Leadership Institute. But this is the evolution of the York Federal Fellows. It's the organization that Bob Pulo, who just wooed, who just heard, he formed back in 2006 to support nonprofit leaders. And those nonprofit leaders are the ones responsible now for bringing this Give Day to York County. Our presenting sponsor, of course, is Giant, and they're phenomenal. We talked to Ashley earlier this morning, and we learned all about how wonderful of a neighbor they are to York County, to central Pennsylvania and beyond. Our legacy partners have been with us from the beginning: Fox 43, Pulo Family, Powder Mill, People's Bank, the York County Community Foundation, the Cultural Alliance, United Way, Hammer Creek. Our stretch pool sponsors are the folks who are responsible for helping us build that huge fund that's going to be shared by all the participating organizations today: Powder Mill Foundation, UPMC, the Cultural Alliance, the York County Community Foundation, the J. William Wareheim Fund, United Way, PNC Bank, York Traditions Bank, who today is matching all gifts to the COVID-19 Response Fund up to $7,500. Kinsley is a stretch pool sponsor. Stewart Companies is a stretch pool sponsor. I also want to announce we have another special stretch pool today. Some anonymous donors have started a phenomenal Women of York stretch pool, and they've issued a challenge. So they are looking to support 4 organizations that empower women in York County: the YWCA of York, the YWCA of Hanover, Planned Parenthood Keystone, and the Girl Scouts in the Heart of Pennsylvania. And when those organizations collectively raise $30,000, the Phenomenal Women's Stretch Pool will add an extra $10,000 to those 4 organizations. That's another amazing stretch today, and that's the kind of things that our sponsors are doing for us. Our event sponsors: People's Bank has been an amazing supporter from the beginning. Wagman is such a phenomenal partner of ours. They get their employees involved. They're out volunteering today. They have a lot of fun with this day, and we're so appreciative of Wagman. The Donnelly family, York Traditions Bank, Highmark, the Graham Group, Miles for McConkey, McConkey and Company had a 5K plan to support Give Local York, and that unfortunately had to be postponed, but we're going to come back with that soon to when we're able to gather again. We'll be able to support Miles in their efforts, Miles for McConkey in their efforts to support Give Local. White Rose Credit Union is our scholarship sponsor, and they made it possible for organizations for whom the registration fee was a barrier to still be able to participate in Give Local York. Walmart has been a sponsor of ours. That's Walmart on Laux Road. Prize sponsors. These we're about to, as we head into the afternoon, we're going to have some really fun prizes coming up that help you win your favorite organization more money. Our prize sponsors are Maori, Fulton Bank, the York Revolution. The York Revolution is also donating 2 free field box tickets to every donor today during Give Local York. So when you make your donation online, when you receive your thank you receipt email, you're going to get a code that you can use for any York Revolution game in the 2020 or 2021 season. So they're a phenomenal partner of ours. We love First Capital Credit Union, OSS Health, CS Davidson, the Financial Advisory Group, CGA Law Firm, Dacio, ACNB Bank, the Tansey family, who has a really creative prize that we'll be sharing towards the end of the night, and Nicely Done Sites. And then our amazing event partners who are helping us behind the scenes: Aventive, RKL, Anstat Communications, MPL, Grit Marketing Group, Lamar, Apple Outdoor, Weary Arts Group, Assorted Studios, the White Rose Restaurant Group, Washington Winona, And then, of course, our media sponsors who are helping us to spread the word. Fox 43, all the Cumulus stations. We'll have organizations on Warm 103 today. You've heard them on WSBA. We're on ABC 27. I think Philip's going live with them right now. York Daily Record, of course, YC Creative, Community Courier. This is a true collaboration. This is all of York County working together to make this happen. And we've raised more than $1 million before noon today. This is phenomenal. So, whew, that was a lot of talking. Do we have someone do we have someone we're interviewing this hour, Chris?
We do.
Oh, we do.
We do. And Megan, now I'm back on live
okay.
with you, just to give you a breather, because that was
that was a lot.
That was quite a statement. So we're going to bring in Jen from the food bank here momentarily. So Jen, if you want to hang with us for just 1 second. As we get you set up and situated. But I do want to echo just quickly as Megan inhales again, that this Giving Day is definitely not possible without all of those sponsors. You'll see us, especially as we get more later into the afternoon, a lot of those sponsors are also responsible for a lot of the prizes that we're going to be describing throughout the course of the day as well. So in just a moment here, we're going to flip it back to Megan, and then Megan's going to bring in our good buddy, Jen. So Megan, let's throw it back to you here. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. All right. I'm shaking. I think, the adrenaline and the excitement. This is just such an amazing day. And, one of the organizations that is really killing it today and is up there on the leaderboard is the York County Food Bank. And so today we're talking with Jen, who is president and CEO. Is that right? President and CEO of the York County Food Bank, who is just responding amazingly to the need that we're seeing in the community right now. So, hey, Jen.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Not as busy as you.
Oh, I don't know. You guys are pretty busy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what life has been like at the food bank for the past, what are we in, 7 weeks now?
Yeah. Well, we've all been working really, really hard around the clock. Packing emergency food boxes has been our main.
Are we stuttering a little bit? Oh, okay.
Can you hear me? We good? Excellent. Okay. Yeah, we've been packing emergency food boxes. That's been our main priority at this point. So we've kind of altered our operations a bit to get these boxes out to the community, to anybody that's going hungry, anybody that's in need. And we have opened up our emergency food hub in East York, where we are packing those boxes and getting them out to the community. And then in addition to that, we're working with our partner agencies. There's over 100 partner agencies all throughout York County. Those are our food pantries, our soup kitchens, our schools, and they are all working really, really hard as well to distribute food to those that are in need. So we've been busy, that's for sure. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, there she is.
Here I am.
I think we're through those technical difficulties. So
hopefully, yeah.
I'm going to put you back on here with Megan, and
Thank you.
I think you're good now, Megan.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess the giving here, is affecting my internet, but
$1 million. It was wild.
yeah, that $1 million, everything was freaking out. But yeah, so you guys you're keeping busy. You are doing amazing work on the front lines. Can you talk a little bit about what the donations that you received today are going to help you to be able to do for the community?
Absolutely. We have seen a huge increase in demand for those that are needing our services. We are serving people, a good number of people that have never, ever asked for food before, who have ever, needed to ask for assistance. So, and we want to be there. We want to make sure that we're able to provide food for anybody. We know that these are trying times. People are nervous about their health, about their finances. And, if we are able to provide food to people, it's one less thing that they have to worry about. out. So any donations that are coming in right now are so helpful to us because it gives us the opportunity to go out and purchase some more food items. And we're able to purchase food at, I'm sorry, I hear my phone, I set an alarm, I hear it buzzing. Hold on one sec.
It's the magic of live stream, guys. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. We got to keep on track of things.
So yes, donations are so important for us because we're able to continue to pack those emergency food boxes, the boxes themselves. We need supplies. Not only do we need to be able to procure food, but we also need supplies, packing supplies, boxes, and also just to help us with our operations. We're fortunate that we have a large number of volunteers that are out helping us every day. But there's still costs involved to picking up the food, to getting the food out there. And so those donations from the community are just so crucial to our operations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it looks like the community is really showing up for you guys today. So that's wonderful to see.
Yes.
Yeah. You mentioned volunteers, and obviously it takes a lot of volunteers to make something like this happen. Are you in need of volunteers now? If people are looking for other ways that they can help, is that something that you're needing?
Absolutely. We keep telling everyone, if you're healthy and you're able, please, yes, go to our website, sign up for a volunteer shift. We are working pretty much, we're now working 6 days a week. We are taking off Sunday at this point, but we have volunteers for 6 days a week packing boxes or helping with the distribution. So on Saturday, we're doing a pop-up distribution at John Wright Restaurant in Wrightsville, not in the restaurant, but because everything now is outside. We're doing drive-through. We're keeping our volunteers safe. So if volunteers, absolutely, we're making sure that we are practicing social distancing. Everyone's got their masks on. They've got gloves. So yes, volunteers are crucial to the work that we are doing. We are a very small staff. There's only 9 of us. And I say we're very mighty, but we cannot do the work that we do without all our volunteers.
Fantastic. That's so great. Oh, and I forgot to say congratulations because you guys were a prize winner earlier today, the AC&B Workday Warm-Up Prize. So
excellent.
Congratulations. That was an extra $500 for you because you had the most number of donors in the 9 a.m. hour. So
excellent.
So that is so great to see that York County is really coming out to support our local food bank, especially in this time of need. We've seen the great work you're doing. We know that you guys really are on the front line and you're helping so many of our needs. For the work that you're doing. I hope you have an amazing, successful day and have fun with it. I'm having fun.
Yes, we plan to.
Great. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. Thanks. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
This is so cool. We weren't sure what this was going to look like this year, having to switch to an all virtual format. But I don't want to speak for everyone out there, but I'm still feeling pretty connected. It's been cool to see the comments on Facebook and, to be able to see people's faces, to be able to, I love that you guys are sharing the Why I Give videos. So there is a link on our website that you can submit your own video with your webcam after you make a gift talking about why you're giving. And then we're sharing those videos out. And I think that all of this, we're finding ways to stay connected in this time of social distancing. And that's really what this day is all about. So, it's phenomenal that, that this money's coming in. We've raised more than $1 million. We're almost halfway to our donor goal. We're almost at 5,000 donors and all of that is fantastic. But I just love that this is such a celebration for York County. And this is a day for all of us to really feel proud because we're doing this together. And that's really what it's all about. So, oh boy. Exciting stuff. So we're going to be going live next at 1:00, right? Philip's going to be back. He's going to be doing some interviews with Red Lion Roars. and with JJ from York Story Slam. So that's coming up at 1. And we'll be able to talk you about some of the prizes that are going to be upcoming in the afternoon into evening hours. Now, otherwise, we're having fun with the giving. So thank you all for giving. Spread the word. Share it on your social media. Text your friends. Text your grandma.
That's what it's all about, Megan. I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing the absolute best that we can to spread the word. Again, here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. I know that there's a lot of people tweeting as well, and we've got 12 hours to go. So we're gonna keep cranking those batteries into
Yeah.
Megan so that she can keep rolling there
Yeah.
all the way through midnight. It's a long day. How are you feeling, Megan? I think a lot of people are probably wondering that. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. This is actually the first year I did get to take a little nap. So I slept for like an hour and a half from like 4 to 5:30. And I think really the adrenaline starts kicking in, especially once we hit that first million. That really keeps me.
Yeah.
And people have been great sending messages and checking in and all of that. So it's a really overwhelming day. It's we joke, my friends joke because I'm not a hugger. I'm not like a touchy feely person, but this day, I have the feels. I definitely have the feels on this day. So it's really cool.
It's a very different experience than it has been, of course, in previous years. I spoke to you last year, and we were already pumped about the party and First Friday and everything. So if you guys are watching this from home, you're watching this around New York, know that our hearts are broken as well to not be able to share that experience with you. One thing that I will mention, though, Megan, is that a lot of the prizes that are coming up later will be still sort of built around that time frame. So
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of opportunities for your nonprofit. If you're watching this, maybe you missed out on one of the earlier prizes, or you couldn't stay awake with Megan for the 2 a.m. Stuff this morning. There are a lot of prizes. So I just want to mention maybe a couple of those here that might be coming up. I know that we have the what do we have next? Do you have the list there in
Well,
front
so
of you?
I have the list in front of me. So we are. I think that the first one that's going to be coming up is in the 3 o'clock hour, and that's going to be the Dacio 15th anniversary prize. So Dacio, they're celebrating 15 years of being our local source for office technology. So during the 15th hour of the day, the 3 o'clock hour, the organization that receives the most individual donors will receive an extra $1,000 thanks to Dacio. So that's coming up at 3 p.m. At 4 p.m., the Financial Advisory Group Open Market prize will close. That's the prize that's been running during the same hours that the U.S. Stock Exchange is open. And that's going to be $1,000 that goes to the organization whose peer-to-peer fundraisers receive the most individual donations. So the organization that deployed the ambassadors to go out and spread the word for them, we're going to see the payoff for that with the Financial Advisory Group Open Market Prize. Then, as we get into what would traditionally be First Friday kickoff and happy hour, that's when the prizes really start rolling in. So during the 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock hour, we have the Maori Happy Hour. It's for the Experience Prize, is what we call it, because Maori is committed to building more than just structures. They're committed to building the community, and that's what we're doing. So from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, all gifts up to $50 will be matched by Maori until the $1,500 match pool is depleted. So if you want to get some extra funds for your organizations, your favorite organizations, the 4 to 5 hours is going to be the hour to do that. You're going to want to get them in there quick because these matches really get fulfilled quickly because people are really given. So 4 o'clock is going to be the time to do that. And then as we get into 5 o'clock, we have a very special prize at the top of that hour, the White Knight High Five Prize. And that was created in memory of a very special person, DK Doug Knight, who was just a huge champion for nonprofits in York County, and specifically the little guys, the small organizations. And so in his memory, we have a number of supporters who donated to create this White Knight High Five Prize. So between 5 p.m. and 5:05, all of the extra small organizations who receive a donation will be entered to win an extra $350. So that's that high five, because Doug was always given the high fives. So that's coming up at 5 o'clock. And then in the 5 o'clock hour from 5 to 6 p.m., we have some more of the OSS Health Happy Hour prize. That's going to two organizations, a medium large organization and a small extra small organization who receive the most individual donors from 5 to 6 p.m. So that's an hour-long prize. And then we start getting into some creative stuff at the end of the night. And I won't overwhelm you too much, but I'll start first just with the CGA 1741 prize. They like to celebrate the year of York's founding, which is 1741. So 1741 in military time is 5:41 p.m. So the organization that receives the first donation at 5:41 p.m. or the closest to that exact time is going to get an extra $500 thanks to CGA Law Firm. So lots of fun prizes coming up tonight. Our sponsors are amazing. They're what makes this day possible. We couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do this without you. Your support has been phenomenal. We are at $1,039,000 and counting, and we are so close to being halfway to our goal of 10,000 donors. We just went over 5,000 donors, so we're halfway to that, guys. And that's what this is all about: getting more people to be involved in this process, to be giving to organizations that they care about, and to be supporting each other in this day, and really coming together as one York. So you guys, it's amazing. Thank you so much. And we'll Philip will be back live with you at 1 o'clock.
Perfect. Well,
So I'm gonna hop out.
Cool.
And then if you want to do anything in the interims, whatever, but I have to. Okay.
Megan, I'll wrap things up here. So we'll see Megan back here again in a little while. Thank you, Megan, for all of your awesome work. And we'll see Megan back in a couple hours. Boy, man, she is as energetic as they come. I don't know. Man, wow, she is just so representative of everything that Give Local York is all about. And so I really wanted to take a second to thank you, the 5,000 plus donors who are contributing and making these numbers continue to roll here. We crossed right over the 5,000 donor mark here. That's why I was ready to interrupt and jump in and let Megan know that we were about to hit that number there. And then we jumped quite a bit there in the last moment. So again, if you're watching live, we really appreciate it. You can hit that share button. Make sure this is the YouTuber in me, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as we keep things rolling. We've got a lot of fun things coming up, as Megan was saying before. And by the way, if you want to learn more about these prizes, this is what I was going to tell you. If you're on the website, and you just go to the prizes button up here, you can click prizes and you can actually read all of those descriptions. So again, some of these have already been awarded. You can see that the winners are being updated by the wonderful folks at GiveGab throughout the course of the day. So you can see even the Keep Megan Awake match winners all listed right there. Of course, some of the prizes are still to come, and some of those prizes have already been awarded. So if you're watching this and you're representing a nonprofit, or you've got a nonprofit that you're a big fan of, go to givelocalyork.org/prizes, and you can read up all about the different prizes that you guys can win. Another thing that you can do, of course, is go to this page, givelocalyork.org/info/y-i-give- videos. You can see that page here. And there's tons of videos here listed in that you can check out. You can play on your mobile device, or you can play on your computer here. As you're thinking about which organizations to donate to, this might be another great page for you to check out and to see sort of what direction you want to go in. I see my buddy Philip is back here. Let me see if I can pull Philip back in. Let's see if he wants to jump back on. What's going on, Philip?
What's up, man? I went away for a little bit and $1,050,000. Holy moly!
I don't know if you caught it or not, but we actually went live and we had Megan on the phone with Bob when the $1 million crossed.
Yeah, so I heard it. I was out back waiting for TV news to go live. Not as efficient and quick as Chris, the Give Day guy. Yes.
I got to cut that up and put that in my reel tomorrow. So thank you
Yep.
for those kind words.
So are we on YouTube or are we on Facebook right
We're
now?
live on YouTube right now. We're wrapping up the 12 o'clock hour, which we started a little bit early. We wrapped up our interview with the food bank already, so we can wrap this up. We're going to see Philip back in the 1 p.m. hour. Is that right?
Yep, I will be here at 1 o'clock with our buddy Muriel Slinker from Red Lion Roars and JJ Sheffer from Story Slam.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's sign off this video. Then I'm gonna throw it back to our little interim music. Let us know in the comments if you like the little music selection that I picked for our in between the hours. And you'll see Philip back here on givelocalyork.org and on the YouTube channel in about 35 minutes. Philip, we'll see you in a little bit. All right.
Yes, sir. Hey guys, it is 1:10 p.m. and we have $1,164,478 raised by 5,496 donors for 300 organizations. Give Local York. All right, everybody, it is Give Local York Big Give Day. $1.1 million raised so far. We've been hanging out all day interviewing folks from area nonprofits. Right now, I've got Miss Muriel Slinker from Red Lion Roars. Muriel, tell us how you're doing and tell us a little bit about Red Lion Roars. And we lost her.
And we lost Muriel.
That's all right. We lost. That's all right. So Red Lion Roars is a organization in Red Lion, York County, Pennsylvania. And Roars stands for Rallying to Organize Arts, Recreation, and Service. Red Lion Roars. So Muriel's back.
I'm back.
It's all right. We've got it's a new day. All right, Muriel, the show's all yours. Tell the audience, tell everybody on the internet, this is your shot. Tell them about Red Lion Roar.
All right. Thank you. I'm inside the Leo Center at the Square in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. I'm so glad to be here. This is actually the introduction to Red Lion Roars, brand new 501c3 for the borough and the area. We're hoping that we can use it as a welcome center, promote borough activities, small business community, local musicians and artists, and redevelopment. And we really do want to highlight the Recreation Commission. I was hoping to be outside, but we're having such trouble, I won't try that again. I really do want to thank my cohorts at the Recreation Commission. We have such a great Parks and Recreation Redevelopment Commission. I'm brand new council member on Red Lion Council this year, and so I'm learning as I go, as you can probably tell. But there's so many good things that the Recreation Department in particular is working on. Of course, everything's a little on hold, but we have wonderful things that as soon as we can, we'll get them back up and running. We're always working on gathering some funds so we can have the best fireworks a couple times a year, 4th of July and New Year's in particular. Home celebrations on the 4th. We have Food Truck Fridays, and Suds and Songs is in its 6 years, and it's a little iffy right now what's happening with that, but that's a wonderful event, free admission and interesting festival things to do. New Year's Eve around here is always a big thing at the Square. Maybe I can show, if I just move a little bit, you can see what's happening outside.
So you're right in the square of Red Lion.
We are right on the square. This is the noisiest it's been, of course, for months out there. So, but you can see they're coming back to life, and that's always out there. You can see our statue. He's been there for quite a while. We want to have music on the lawn and all of that. I do also want to highlight the Red Lion Rail Trail and Greenway, which is hoped to be up and running by the end of summer. It's been a project in the works for quite a while, and a lot of redevelopment happening there. So there's a lot of fun things to do, and this is the first time we've actually had a nonprofit where we can help to support the community. So thank you for joining, and we hope to see you in town soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll give a special shout out, Red Lion, Chris, I'm going to mute that tab. Red Lion Borough is one of, those boroughs that that really has a sense of community in York County. And I think that the work that you guys are doing is great and clearly highlights that community spirit that is in Red Lion and really across York County. So if you want more information about Red Lion Roars, givelocalyork.org. Just search for Red Lion Roars. They've got a cool video about the Leo Center at the square. So make your donations. Muriel, what's the one thing that you want people to take away about Red Lion Roars?
Red Lion, the community, business community, which has built this part of the area up. It's a crossroads of Route 74 and 24, and you can hardly get any place in York County without passing through Red Lion sometime. So come on down, and the more support we can have, the more we can support the community.
Yep, and two really great pizza places within like 300 feet of each other, which is my favorite part of Red Lion Borough. All right, so thank you, Muriel. We really appreciate it. We are.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, that's Red Lion Roars. GiveLocalYork.org/Red Lion Roars. Let's get them to their goal. So we are sitting at $1,172,000 for Give Local York. Chris, are we going to bring in our next guest here, who is going to be Miss JJ Sheffer?
Yes, Philip, we are. I'm just getting things shuffled up. Wasn't Muriel fantastic? I mean, so great to hear that they're getting started with this new nonprofit. Obviously, it's a tough time to be getting a nonprofit off the ground, but that's what we're here for. Give Local York. This is a great opportunity for nonprofits to get the message out there, and it was great to meet Muriel there. And we're going to bring in your next guest here, Philip.
Hey, Chris. Before we bring in a next guest, I got a special thing here. We've got Jason from the Belmont Bean. Jason, you can stick your head in at least here and say you're up here. You're up here.
Up, Jason?
So I hinted at this on Facebook. Jason was kind enough to supply us not only with coffee but a $100 gift card to the Belmont Bean, which we're going to figure out how to give. He's got it right here. We're going to figure out how to give this out later. We'll do something special. If somebody donates within a certain window, something like that, we'll get that Belmont Bean gift card. We'll elbow bump. Thanks, man. See you later. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, Belmont Bean. What's that? $1,173,000. So if you're watching on YouTube right now, at some point on the Facebook feed, we will we'll give away this Belmont Bean gift card.
Very cool. We've got the Facebook URL down on the screen with us now too. Facebook.com/GiveLocalYork. It's nice and easy. It's like Megan knew what she was doing, tagging all these different social media accounts. Facebook.com/GiveLocalYork. We're also on Instagram @GiveLocalYork. Twitter @GiveLocalYork, and of course here on YouTube you can hit that subscribe button for more from Give Local York throughout the year. Philip, we've got another big interview here that you've been talking about all day. I've been
talking about it all day, and I got my Red Bull and I've got my coffee, which means that it's JJ Sheffer time. I think that's what that means. So, full disclosure for those watching at home, JJ is one of my oldest friends. We've been friends for quite a while. But I don't know what she even wants to talk about today. It's not like she does anything. So JJ, what is it that we are going to chat about? What are you here to promote today?
I'm here to talk about York Story Slam.
Excellent. I have been a host of York Story Slam at least twice, 3 times.
It's our tradition now that you do it in January every year.
Absolutely. So for those following at home, can you tell us a little bit about York Story Slam, and I will talk about some of the impact that it's had, but you can talk about that too.
Great. So the way it works, it's a live storytelling competition that we hold once a month. The competition part is not really the focus. It's more of a friendly kind of thing, but the winner does go on then to compete at the end of the season in November at our Grand Slam. So the way it works is that anyone who wants to come and tell a true story that's about 5 minutes long based on that month's theme, puts their name in the hat when they arrive. We pull 10 names that night as we go. There's a different MC every month. Like I said, you do it in January. Megan usually does it in April, right before Give Local York. And you get scores from volunteer judges from the audience based on content and presentation. So content, like, does the story have an arc, a beginning, a middle, and end? Presentation is how engaging is it? But the main thing is people are sharing true stories with their neighbors, with strangers, with friends, with people they may or may not know. And this is our 5th season. We've had about 50 events since we started. We host them monthly in the back room at the Holy Hound Tap Room. And then at the end of the season, we move the Grand Slam, the big event, to the Capitol Theater around the corner so that we can accommodate a lot more people. But we've had more than 50 events, so that's more than 3,500 attendees. And the best part is we've had more than 500 names in the hat, 500 people willing to share a true story, speaking into a microphone. They are archived too, so all the stories go on YouTube. A selection of them go on our free monthly podcast, so they do get shared more widely than what's in the events. But people being willing to do that and sort of be vulnerable is really amazing.
Yeah, and do the events always sell out? They're pretty close to a sellout each time, right?
Yeah, almost always. We have limited space there, but it really is the perfect venue. You're in the back of your neighborhood pint. A lot of the story slams around the region are on big stages with lights and everything. Ours, you're on the same level as everybody else with your pint glass in your hand. So it's very informal. Can still be a little bit intimidating if you're not used to getting up and talking in front of people. But we find that people get over that and really grow into it very quickly.
Well, and the whole environment is very intimate, but I think it gives that confidence to the person. Obviously, I've been on the other side and tried to harangue people into giving a story that night, but it really does. Once the ice is broken and people start telling the stories, the floodgates kind of open up. So can you talk a little bit about what the funds raised through Give Local York will support? I mean, this programming isn't free and there are hard costs associated with it. So what is that impact? You've got $1,600 of your $2,000 goal raised so far.
It costs us about $500 a month to host these events. And we cover that with ticket sales, and we also have a season sponsor. KBG and Jury Law has been very generous in supporting us this season. But we're trying to branch out as much as we can. I'm working with 4 York County libraries right now to develop, in consultation with some of their teens who are involved, a program where we do workshops and then story slams for the kids during summer reading club. That's brand new, and they've just announced that their summer reading clubs are going to be completely virtual. They're going to be online, so we're figuring out how to do that on the fly too. This year I got to help Shippensburg start up a story slam in their community. What else? Gosh, I did a workshop for a housing development corporation that hosts low-income housing, particularly for seniors, and showed them how to do story slams. So the funds that we raise are going to help me to take this really easily replicable platform out into other kind of micro communities across York County and beyond.
And then obviously, the 15th time I've said this today, but global pandemic. You hosted your first virtual story slam just a couple weeks ago. So tell everybody about that if they weren't a part of that.
Yeah, it was really cool. It works pretty much the same way, only instead of having the 3 judges from the audience, it's a people's choice thing. So at the end, we do it via like a Zoom webinar platform. And at the end, a poll will pop up. We remind people what stories everybody told and kind of what the judging criteria are, but then they pick the winner. So it was super cool. We had actually more devices logged in than the number of people we can fit in the room at our live events, which was super cool. There's no geographic boundaries. So Eileen Joyce, who won our second Grand Slam a couple years ago and had moved to Seattle, was able to join us and tell a story. We had people from Philadelphia, people from Lancaster, people who maybe before these circumstances were working on Tuesday nights and couldn't get to the event. It was makes it a lot more accessible in a different way.
Yeah, and I think even though it's just fascinating to me because it's shifted to a digital platform, but there was still that intimacy and that sense of community, and that's what Story Slam's about. That's what Give Local York is about. So on a personal note, what else are you supporting today outside of Story Slam? If you have this platform, who would you encourage folks to check out and give some of their cash to?
I really appreciate that question. Personally, I'm also running a campaign for Cable House Presents. It's a concert series that takes place at Central Market, and live music venues and musicians are getting hit really hard by what's going on right now. They've lost all income. So we're really excited for the day when we get back to that and supporting artists. I'm wearing my Support Live Music t-shirt today. I also made contributions to, let's see, I have my list here. Cable House Presents, York Story Slam, York Day Nursery, One to One, which was formerly called Human Library York. Fabulous program, again, about sharing stories and connecting with people on a really meaningful level. Keystone Kid Space, and I also gave a gift to Dream Rights. So those are my contributions so far.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do. JJ also helps behind the scenes with Give Local York, so we always appreciate that. JJ and Chris, do we have time to spend a couple minutes on Facebook and tell the Facebook crowd about Story Slam and what else you have going on?
JJ, I got time. I'm not going anywhere.
I haven't been anywhere out of my house for 8 weeks, Philip.
All right, so we'll wrap this up. I will be back on this channel on YouTube, givelocalyork.org, youtube.com/givelocalyork, right at 2:00 with a representative from the United Way of York County to talk about the COVID fund, and with Lisa Kraut from the White Rose Senior Center. So we are at $1,187,000. If you're on YouTube and you've also got Facebook, hop over to Facebook and we'll talk to JJ a little bit more and read some comments from our friends over there.
Thank you. Thanks very much.